While restaurant delivery numbers rose during the pandemic, it benefited big chains and predatory delivery apps more than anyone. It often resulted in costs going to the consumer and leaving independent restaurant owners behind. Today, Mission Driven sits down with Ilir Sela, founder and CEO of Slice, along with restaurant owners, to hear how Slice is helping small pizzerias get online by giving them the same tools and tech as major chains and passing along the savings to them and their customers. Ilir, you don't just have a tech background, you have a pizza background in your family. What led you to bring these two things together?
I come from 3 generations of small business owners in the pizza industry. I am Albanian by background. Albanians just own a lot of pizza shops, and a lot of them happen to be family members. And I saw firsthand some of the challenges that they were facing. I realized that there was an opportunity to really empower small business makers to be in business for themselves, not by themselves.
What insight do you think that history gave you?
I think the pizza industry is really misunderstood and underestimated. It's a massive category in the US. The industry itself is about $47 billion. That is the amount of pizza that is being sold across 77,000 pizza restaurants across the US. And a lot of them, the vast majority of them, are small businesses, family-owned restaurants like my own family.
So what makes Slice so appealing to pizzerias over all of the other delivery apps?
A local pizza restaurant partners with Slice, and it's as if they've just hired 1,000 people to work for them and deploy them in order to realize their vision for their brand and how they want to work better and more efficiently, and to help them with this digital ecosystem that they don't fully understand themselves. And so we don't just sell them tools and say, hey, you go figure it out on your own. We actually do it for them.
What are the challenges you see pizzerias facing when building mobile and online services?
One of the challenges is access to talent, whether it's full-time or part-time labor. And so being able to automate, especially some of the processes around ordering and how the customer interacts with their business, becomes critical. Some other challenges are around marketing. My uncle has no business advertising. How do you come in and help a small business owner with advertising and marketing so that they can tell their story and their background and why their product is so special? And then I would say the last one is things that we consider sort of financial services, because they don't have access to world-class tools and capabilities to be able to manage their cash flow. And so there are unforeseen events all the time. So imagine a local pizza restaurant, their oven breaks down and they're out of business for 2 days. They don't get that money back. Being able to provide them with access to capital to bridge the gap within those unforeseen events is another major challenge for a lot of businesses.
You provide so much data and insight to your small business owners. How does that help them operate their businesses better?
Data is the actual superpower. Coming in with data to be able to help them understand what is the best location for their business, what kind of pricing they should charge, what are some of the delivery zones that are important for their customers in their neighborhood, what does the customer want, feedback loops from the consumer. All of these become so important to the business in order for them to accelerate their probability to success.
Tell us about Slice Accelerate.
In essence, we bring all of our capabilities forward to help digitally transform these family-owned businesses to be, as we originally said, pandemic-proof, but really set up for success for the future.
Tell us about the Omnichannel Technology that you provide to pizzerias.
Slice today enables a number of channels for the business. One is our world-class Slice apps on iOS and Android. We also power websites for all of our partners. We have a direct relationship with Google that enables ordering on Google My Business, Google Maps, Google Assistant. We have a deal with Facebook and Instagram, TripAdvisor. These are channels that are not enabled for most small business pizzerias. They usually have been limited to the Domino's or Papa John's of the world.
Slice has a number of tools designed for both owners and customers. How do those work together?
It's an all-in solution, and our vision is to really create this end-to-end experience that is completely integrated and connected and operating in real time. The more information we have about the consumer, the more proactive the operator can be in how they service that customer, and therefore the consumer experience becomes incredibly delightful.
Where do you see the biggest impact from Slice's services on a pizzeria?
One is a business that is digitally transformed. So for the local merchants where we manage more than 50% of their volume, and that's coming through this e-commerce ecosystem, the top line, the overall sales of that business completely accelerate. We now have the direct relationship with the customer to influence their frequency. So the customer orders more food and they order more often. That results in a much greater sort of sales volume for the local business. And then on the efficiency side, it costs a lot less to manage my restaurant, my pizzeria, if most of this volume is digital. I need less people to answer the phone. I'm making less mistakes when customers are ordering. It's both higher top-line sales and greater efficiency, and ultimately that means more dollars in the pockets of family-owned businesses.
Christy and Andrew, can you tell us a little bit about your pizzeria?
We are a family-owned and operated business. We've been in business for about 6 years in Harlem. When we first moved to Harlem, there was actually no pizza places close by in this vicinity, so we were like, you know what, we should do something of our own.
I kind of grew up in the business. My father had pizzerias when I was a kid, and I loved making pizza.
Our menu is seasonal. We try to source as local as possible.
Everything's made in-house.
Sauces, everything.
How did you guys get started with Slice?
I would see it at other pizzerias. Just figured it'd be a good fit for us here at Babalucci.
What have you found to be better about Slice versus all the other delivery apps?
For me, so far, it's been customer service.
Customer service, hands-on, great customer service.
And transparency also.
Yeah, transparency, and we've had a great communication.
So you're a family business, very community-oriented. How has Slice supported you on that journey?
It definitely helped us get through the pandemic. We needed to find other ways to reach out to customers that live close enough to be delivered to but didn't know about us.
You've really woven social good into the fabric of Slice's business. What makes Slice such a purpose-led company to you?
A lot of it has to do with my own background and the fact that this mission and this company is very personal to me. And the fact that I started the company to help family members originally, and we've all come together around that similar mission. We all grew up with that favorite local pizza shop in our neighborhood. It was our night out in, as I say. And I think just to be able to step up and help these family-owned businesses is just so important and critical to the future of this country, to be honest.
What's the future of Slice?
My vision for Slice, especially in the US, is to expand this industry from 50,000 current locations to 100,000 plus locations in the future. And we'll do that by helping future entrepreneurs to really open up the location on the Slice platform from day one and accelerate the probability of success.
Maybe the most important question, can we have some of your pizza?
Absolutely. We're gonna do a pizza tasting.